So some of my favorite things to do is to plan large events. When I went to Pitt Greensburg in 2011, I was on student activity board, and it was my turn to think of a giant campus event that would be really fun to get groups of people to participate in. So I was thinking, and I really like inflatable obstacle courses. I love giant inflatables. So I was thinking that one of my favorite shows as a kid, if any of you remember on Nickelodeon, it was called Legends of the Hidden Temple. It was on during the 90s. And Legends of the Hidden Temple was a Mayan themed, like, competitive show with teams of kids that compete against each other. So I recreated it on Pitt Greensburg's campus. I had I had 5 sessions of 6 teams with 2 players per team, and that was 30 total teams. And the teams' names, just like the show, were the Red Jaguars, Blue Barracudas, Purple Parrots, Orange Iguanas, Green Monkeys, and the Silver Snakes. I even got to redraw the logos of each of the characters' shirts and got new shirts made for all of the teams. This took me months of planning, but it was like the funnest thing I could have ever done, and everybody on the campus enjoyed it. Over like 200 people showed up in the front lawn to do this, and it was awesome. I'm quickly gonna go through and tell you a little bit about the game and what we got to do. Round 1 in the game is called the moat, and in the show you have to go across this moat, usually with your partner, and try not to fall into the water. If you fell in, you had to go back. Mine was a physical inflatable challenge, and all 6 teams competed against each other, and the 4 with the best times moved on to the next round. So the first part was like a ladder climb, an inflatable ladder climb, but there was only one string on each side holding the ladder up, so it was very wobbly. And then the people that got to the top of the ladder first, or the farthest in time, got to move on to the next round. Now, round 2 was the Steps of Knowledge, was where you had to answer questions about the legends. Now, in the show, Omak is a giant statue in the show, and it's his temple. So he tells you these stories, these legends, and then you have to answer questions about it. And there was buzzers on the stairs, and you had to buzz in, and if you got the answer right, you got to go down to the next level of stairs. The first team to answer the question correctly moved down to the next set of stairs, and then you had 30 seconds to answer the question. The first 2 teams to reach the bottom of the stairs moved on to round 3. Round 3 was the temple games, and in the show they had 3 physical obstacle courses, and in my part of the game they also did. We did a sack race, and then we had a relay race also with spoons and a giant tennis ball. It was hilarious. And then the third part was the coolest part, because I ordered another giant inflatable that was a boulder dash, and you had to jump from circle to circle in the boulder dash without falling off while people were throwing giant boulders at you. They were all soft, but it was fun. Then during that, the people with the best times got to move on to the final challenge, and round 3 was important because you can get these pendants of life. So in the next round, if you were caught by a temple guard, which was hidden, you would be able to keep trying to get through the temple and get to the end of the maze. Now in round 4, the temple run, the final team goes in, and I did it in the gym up at Pitt Greensburg around the track. I made different levels of obstacles. I had trays out with different puzzles and different games that you had to beat, and you had to do it in so much time. Now, in the show, you have to go through the temple and back out with the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. And at the very end of mine, you had to put together the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. I made it out of clay. It was pretty cool. The first 12 challenges were to get the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, and then once you reached the 13th challenge, you had to put it together. If a team member ran into a temple guard and does not have a pendant, they had to go back to the beginning. And if both players have a pendant of life, they can go through the temple without worrying about getting caught by the temple guards. So it was pretty neat overall. Everyone had a great time. We had winners, and they got to have gift certificates to different things. I picked out some prizes. It was very fun. It was cool to see who came out to participate, and it was awesome to see that over 200 people came out just to watch the games. Well, I hope you enjoyed my story. This was one of my coolest accomplishments. If I had more time, I would tell you more things about it, but it was actually really, really cool. And if you've never seen this show, go on YouTube and look up Legend of the Hidden Temple. You'll love it. See you later.